Welcome back. You're watching The Money Show, and it's time to get our viewer portfolio queries answered. And I'm joined by Nisreen Mamaji, CFP Moneyworks Financial. Hi, Nisreen. Good evening. Welcome to the show. And let's connect with our first viewer. I have Sri Krishna from Hyderabad on the phone line with me. Hi, good evening, Sri Krishna, and thank you so much for sending us your question. I have the details that you've sent across. Your target is 1 CR, and portfolio is almost 10 lakhs now. That's the current value. Access small cap, Invesco small cap, Motilal Oswal mid cap, Bandhan core equity. You have JM Flexi Cap and Tata Digital India. You want to invest 2 lakhs lump sum for 15 years. Is there anything else that you would want to add to this question?
Yeah. I want to invest. So I have already invested 1 lakh lump sum in the Motilal for Nifty 50, Momentum 15 days, and
Okay.
Microcap,
So,
Motilal Microcap.
sure.
I have already invested.
Okay. Okay. That's the only detail, extra detail that you have, right?
Yes.
Okay. Nisreen, over to you.
Yeah, sure. So as far as your SIP goes, you can continue most of the SIPs. Only the Access Small Cap, we would recommend that you stop that and start iProve Innovation Fund, okay? Because there's some amount of duplication happening. You'll also have Invesco Small Cap. So instead of, continuing for 20,000 rupees in small cap alone, you can have one more sectoral fund. You have Tata Digital Fund, and the innovation, concept is catching up. Many fund houses have the innovation fund where they are selecting new and novel ideas which are in pace with the trends which are catching up right now. So we feel that you can start in an innovation fund. We recommended ICICI Blue Innovation instead of the Axis Small Cap. Motilal Oswal Mid Cap, Bandhan Core Equity, JM Flexi, and Tata Digital, you can continue the way it is. Now, so your present value, if you're investing about uh, uh, 35,000, 55,000 rupees, and you also want to invest a further lump sum of 2 lakh rupees. So there we would recommend Bandhan Core Equity, you can top that up by 1 lakh rupees, and Tata Digital India, you can invest 1 more lakh rupee. So total investment of 2 lakh rupees will be towards these two funds. And the future value of these 2 lakh rupees after 15 years at say 12% compounded annualized growth rate would be about 10 lakh 94,000. So you can, we are expecting at a compounded annualized growth rate at between 12 to 13%. I mean, if we select 10%, it's even better and safer because then it's better to underpromise and overachieve. So at about 12%, your compounded growth rate would be 10 lakh, about 11 lakh rupees at the end of 15 years for the 2 lakh investment. And for your SIP investment, currently, if you have about a crore of rupees, it would be 1 crore and about 14 lakh rupees at the end of 8 years, provided we get 12% compounded annualized growth rate. So that's the option for you.
All right. Is there anything else you want to ask Shri Krishna? Our expert is live.
Yeah. Shall I redeem the Access Small Cap, or shall I just stop the investment in that?
You don't need to redeem it. Just stop and restart your future SIPs into the ICICI Pru Innovation Fund. So don't redeem anything right now. You don't have to pay capital gains and do any kind of churning. What you have, you let it continue. Your future SIPs, just stop and restart.
All the best, Shri Krishna, with all your investments. Let's take email question from Binoy. He's writing this question from Cochin. He sent this question from Cochin as an email. He has an SIP of mid-asset blue chip funds in 7 years, and he wants to change it to a better fund. Okay, I'm sure he wasn't really happy with his with the performance in last few years, but then stay put because now is the time for them to perform, the large caps and the mega caps. What do you say? Nisreen.
Definitely, I would tell him to, have a little more patience because it's going to be a slightly more bumpy ride going forwards for the mid caps and the small caps. So I would suggest that you continue with blue chip. If you want to take a little more risk, you can continue with the flexi cap category, which would be a combination of mid, large, and small. At this point, most of the fund managers would obviously opt for having a larger asset allocation towards large cap funds. So I think that you should continue if you want to want to have some diversification or you want to take a little more risk, then you can go in for either large and mid or a flexi cap category. Either of those two are fine. But my first recommendation is to just stay invested the next few years. You already have a good fund and you can continue with that.
Okay, let's move on to our next email question, which is from Arun. And he says he's working at Kerala state government and also having a provident fund of 21,000 per month, 7.1% interest rate. And he will have service pension also after his retirement. He has a mutual fund portfolio also, and which he started almost a year back, the SIPs. You have the funds detail on you, Nisreen. What would you recommend?
So basically, I think that the future value of all these holdings would be about 60 lakh rupees after 5 years, because the retirement is I think about 5 years later. And if you get a compounded annualized growth rate, this is what you would be expecting. I'm sorry, 80 lakh rupees. So currently your portfolio is about 45. And if you continue to hold the portfolio the way it is, up to retirement, you can expect about 80 lakh rupees in your corpus. Now, you can continue the SIPs. No changes are recommended in these funds. They all are pretty decent. You have Quant Multi-Asset, which is very good fund, now for the next few years. You're investing about 1,000 rupees there. You have Tata Small Cap, Barak Parik Flexi, SBI Large and Mid, and you have the State Provident Fund. So we don't want to make any changes to the portfolio that you already have. It's pretty decent. You have a complete, well-rounded asset allocation also in these funds. So you could continue and you can expect, if you get about 12% at compounded annualized growth rate for the next 5 years, you can expect about 80,000 rupees in your corpus. And if possible, you can do a step-up SIP. You can increase your SIP by about 10% every year. Right now, you are doing about 42,000. If possible, until you retire, increase it a little bit, say 10% annually, so that you can reach your target of 1 crore, which I suppose that you might be having. And all the very best to you in your investment journey.
All right, with that, it's time up on the show, Nisreen. Thank you so much for taking time out today and helping our viewers with their financial portfolio. And for our viewers, I'm going to leave you with our WhatsApp number and email ID where you can send across your questions. Thank you so much for watching. Goodbye.
If you like this video, then like, share and subscribe to ET Now.